This is a live Channels television event.
Hello.
Please, if you have no business here, kindly go to the tent or find yourself a suitable sitting place. All the aides to the VIPs should not stand behind their bosses. There's a place made available for you at the back.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's announce the arrival of Mr. President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari. Can we please rise for Mr. President, please?
Thank you very much, Mr. President, for the historic and monumental love you have displayed today for the people of the Niger Delta. May I invite the Interim Administrator and Chief Executive Officer of the Niger Delta Development Commission, Mr. Effiong Akwa, to do an address of welcome.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Muhammadu Buhari, Your Excellency the Governor of Ondo State, Your Excellency the Governor of Imo State, Your Excellencies here present, distinguished senators here present, traditional rulers, members of the diplomatic corps, respected invited guests, please permit me to rest on the existing protocol. It is with immense pleasure and profound gratitude to the Almighty God that I welcome His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria, to this memorable occasion. In 1994, the groundbreaking ceremony for this new NDDC headquarters complex was performed by Chief A.K. Hosford under the then Oil Mineral Producing Areas Development Commission on PADEC. Today, we stand here within this beautiful complex 26 years later on this day of our Lord, Thursday, 11th of March 2021, to announce the coming to an end of a difficult, challenging, but wholly satisfying journey. In the intervening years, we have had 17 other chief executive officers, beginning from Professor Eric Opia in 1996 to my appointment as interim administrator and chief executive officer in the year 2020. In those intervening years, this project suffered untold delays, financial frustrations, and technical challenges. It was a period when more projects were abandoned in the Niger Delta than were completed and commissioned. As I warmly welcome you all, it is imperative on me to humbly convey to His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari the depth of gratitude of the staff and members of the Niger Delta Development Commission and the good people of this great region. Mr. President's great love for Niger Delta region. It is noteworthy to observe that Mr. President, in a demonstration of remarkable political will, initiated 3 major policies that impacted positively on the speedy completion of this project. First was the reassignment of the supervision of NDDC to the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs. Second was the appointment of forensic auditors to review the activities of the Commission from inception to the year 2019. With this forensic audit exercise, it can no longer be business as usual in the Commission. The third policy driven by Mr. President was the policy direction for completion of all abandoned projects which have positive impact on the people. The completion of this edifice is therefore a direct consequence of Mr. President's focused policy direction. Your Excellencies, in a unique way, let me welcome and appreciate the Governor of Rivers State or his representative that is here for the excellent and secure environment through the period of the construction. May I also respectfully recognize and appreciate and also commend the uncommon commitment of the Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator Dr. GODSWILL AKPABIO, CON, who took the charge of Mr. President and turned it into action. Since his appointment, the Minister has surmounted mountains of hurdles that had hitherto undermined the completion of the complex all these years to ensure that we have today an edifice of great value and significance to the sustainable development of the Niger Delta. Your Excellencies, permit me to relate an event that happened around here in the month of October 2020, when the Honorable Minister was on a supervision tour of projects within the ambits of his ministry. That day, after completing series of inspections at the East-West Road, the entourage ran into a traffic jam occasioned by the broken down AKPABIO Bridge in Port Harcourt along the East-West Road. It took the entourage over 3 hours to cross the bridge, and by that time it was already near 10 o'clock in the night. I suggested to the minister, in my capacity then as the head of administration and finance, I suggested to the minister, I said, can we postpone this event to another day? His reply was emphatic no. So we came in here. We came in here almost by midnight, and it took him about 2 hours to inspect the place. And after inspecting the place, he left. That day, I saw that there was a change in form of leadership. There was a change in the norm of leadership. It also changed my perspective in leadership. It also changed my perception in leadership. Your Excellency, the risk you took that day, this is the result. So we thank you, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister. To all our guests, from the Presidency to the National Assembly, the governors of the Niger Delta State and all other governors and various stakeholders, kings and traditional rulers of various communities in the Niger Delta, our friends in the security services that did good job, SSS, Commissioner of Police, the GOCs, the military, they did a good job. We want to thank you for a job well done. And so today, we stand to witness a triumph of will, of resolve, and refusal to submit ourselves to failure. We stand to witness what is possible with Niger Deltans, with what can be accomplished under the right leadership, committed to changing the narrative of the Niger Delta region into a region that is socially stable, politically peaceful, economically prosperous, and ecologically regenerative. We recognize that this complex stands as a monument to what we are as a people: strong, beautiful, grand, accomplished in our outlook, sophistication, and dreams. This complex therefore represents the triumph of will, determination, capacity, enterprise, and energy of our people. And so while I welcome you all, may I equally welcome, on behalf of our management and staff, the responsibility as well, to ensure that we do not go below the standard we have set here for ourselves in designing and implementing projects for the Niger Delta region, working with all our host governors. Let me, at this point in time, thank all of you and welcome all of you. Thank you all, and may God bless all of you. May God bless Nigeria. May God bless the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Nigeria for the right direction that he has given to Nigerian people. May God bless all of you. May God bless the youth of the Niger Delta, particularly the youths of River State that cooperated with us before, during, and after the construction. I welcome all of you, and God bless. Thank you.
You're indeed a man of destiny. Effiong Okonakwa, Interim Administrator, Chief Executive Officer of the NDDC. Please, can we put our hands together again for him? Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, may I have your permission to invite a royal personality to do a goodwill message? So, I presume I have your permission, Your Excellency, to invite His Royal Majesty King Alfred Dietespif, the Yamanabo of Tongbrass, first military governor of the Old River State, for a goodwill message. Thank you, sir. 4 minutes, sir.
Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to be here with you this morning for the commissioning of this magnificent building. You will all recall that the Niger Delta Development Commission, which is a successor to the old OMPADEC, has been living in borrowed quarters. But when our action man, everybody, Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, I salute you, sir. Ministers, members of the National Assembly, Your Royal Majesties and Highnesses, ladies and gentlemen, this is the right step in the right direction. We laud the effort of the Action Minister, who took the bull by the horn and made sure that this edifice was completed in unique time. Well done. We, the chiefs, kings and elders of the Niger Delta, are standing behind you and will give you every support to see that in your time a lot of things are achieved for our region. You will recall that before now the commission was under the presidency, but on your coming on board, this has changed, and we are sure, we're completely confident in your ability to carry us to the next level. Thank you very much. Congratulations. And to all of you who have come for this ceremony, welcome and God bless you.
Thank you very much. We'll put the hands together for the Royal Majesty. Your Excellency, Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor and privilege to invite for another goodwill message representatives of the National Assembly. May I invite distinguished Senator Peter Wamboshi, Senate Committee Chairman on Niger Delta, and Honorable Olubumi Tunju Ojo, Chairman House Committee on the NDDC, to please come and give the goodwill message.
Your Excellency, the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Your Excellencies, the Governors of the Niger Delta region, Your Excellency, the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs and the Minister of State, Niger Delta Affairs, distinguished Deputy Leader of the Senate, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Niger Delta. Please permit me to, the Managing Director of NDDC, please permit me to rest on all other established protocols. What we are witnessing today is a product of commitment. Obviously, we know that the story of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, has not been too palatable over the years. Not too palatable because it's been entrenched in too many controversies over the years, making it impossible to fulfill the promises and purposes of which it was established. It is also ironical that a commission that has executed projects running into trillions yet cannot accommodate itself. What an irony. We as National Assembly were aware of the various challenges, and we wish to use this opportunity to congratulate the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I call today a jinx-breaking day in the history of the Niger Delta. This is something that's been coming for 2.5 decades. And I'm happy that under the leadership of President Muhammadu Buhari, this has been achieved in record time. May I also use this opportunity to congratulate the Minister of Niger Delta, who has seen to the rapid completion, not just rapid completion, but effective completion of this particular edifice. You have shown uncommon courage, and you have an uncommon changer. On behalf of the committee, we are happy with what you've done, and the Minister of State for the support all along. The interim administrator, I call you the jinx breaker, and I call you, you have performed what we call aqua magic, and I'm very delighted that this is coming at your time. In less than 3 months, you have brought stability, and you have brought this edifice to completion. We thank Mr. President for the decision of picking a quality and qualified person to hold this particular position. Finally, may I appreciate our leaders in the National Assembly, from the distinguished President of the Senate to the Speaker of the House of Representatives, and to all members of the leadership that has provided all the necessary support needed to complete this project by virtue of appropriation and effective oversight. My specific appreciation will go to Senator Wamboshi, who was here in the 8th Assembly. If they had not appropriated enough funds and they've not done proper oversight, probably will not be where we are. Distinguished Senator, I want to tell you that the Niger Delta people appreciate what you have done. Thank you very much. This is a glorious day for the people of the Niger Delta. Congratulations to all of us, and we hope that the same zeal with which this has been completed, uncommon, we hope this same zeal will be used to complete the East-West Road, which we know you're already working on. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Joe, for that very beautiful goodwill message. May I invite distinguished Senator Peter Wamboshi to come and make his goodwill message. 2 minutes, yeah, distinguished.
Your Excellency, Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Your Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodimma, most distinguished Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the Deputy Leader of the Senate, my brother, the Chairman of the House Committee on NDDC, Honorable Minister and Minister of State, the representative of the Governor of Ondo State, the Interim Administrator. I am extremely delighted to be part of this historic and important event of commissioning of the Secretariat today. Critical infrastructures of this magnitude are the life wire of institutions positioned to impact on the society positively. I am happy to be the chairman of the Senate Committee at this point in time, and therefore can partake in the joy of the actualization of the dream. Permit me to congratulate the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the National Assembly, for the budgetary provisions and the management for driving the process to a logical conclusion. I want to believe that the ambience of this edifice and the comfort it provides certainly will create an enabling environment for service delivery of the highest standard. I want to urge the management and the staff to make the best use of the edifice. On my part, and that of my colleagues in the Senate, I want to assure all and sundry that my committee will continue to support this institution, while at the same time providing our constitutional oversight functions to ensure integrity of process and administrative credibility. Once more, it is my wish that by the grace of Almighty God, we will achieve the purpose for this is built. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, distinguished Senator. Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, permit me to invite, on behalf of the Niger Delta governors, His Excellency the Governor of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodimma, to do a goodwill message.
Your Excellency, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR. Your Excellencies, the Governors of the Niger Delta region, distinguished Senators of the Federal Republic of Nigeria Senate, members of the House of Representatives, the chairmen and members of the two committees of the Senate and the House of Representatives for Niger Delta Affairs, honorable ministers of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our beloved royal fathers, the interim administrator, management, and members of Niger Delta Development Commission, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. May I most humbly salute my brother governors from the Niger Delta region, who I have been nominated to speak on their behalf. On this note, I wish to express my sincere gratitude to President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, and the federal government of Nigeria for the realization of the headquarters of the Niger Delta Development Commission. It took so long a time for this project to come to fruition, almost 2 decades after the commission came into being by June 5th in the year 2000. The credit must go to our president, President Muhammad Buhari, who in his usual result-oriented manner has made this abandoned project a reality. This project was started and for whatever reason was abandoned for a very long time. But with the commissioning today of this building, NDDC will cease to waste a staggering sum of 200 to 300 million naira annually, which they usually pay for rent. The money will now be channeled to other productive ventures. We all here are aware why NDDC was born. It was a direct response of the federal government to the agitation of the oil-producing communities and states for the establishment of an interventionist agency that will address the degradation in the areas as well as tackle the infrastructural deficit prevalent therein. Because some stakeholders felt that the states with the 13% derivation fund may not adequately take care of the needs of the oil-bearing communities. NDDC was well received by our people. Unfortunately, after 2 decades of its existence, with an estimated allocation of over 946.91 billion in 18 years, NDDC may find it difficult to convince many Nigerians, especially those from the southeast and south-south states, that it has justified why it was created. However, nobody can write off NDDC as a total failure all these years. The Commission has done its best in the prevailing circumstances. But the majority of the people feel that the agency has fallen short of expectations. The financial scandals that have rocked NDDC not too long ago blighted whatever impact it has made in the past. That is why I wholeheartedly commend President Muhammad Buhari for setting up a forensic audit to look through the books of NDDC. I also welcome the setting up of an interim administration to manage the affairs of the Commission pending the conclusion of the forensic audit. With the Commission's new headquarters coming on stream today, NDDC is now expected to turn a new leaf in attitude, in performance, and in general operations. It must uphold those hope and confidence to the oil-bearing communities that it is ready and capable to address their needs and fears. On that note, the 9 governors are solidly behind the federal government's effort to reposition the NDDC to make it responsive to the yearnings and aspirations of our people. Permit me, therefore, to add that to achieve this may require a little tinkering with the NDDC Act. It is my well-informed view that to address the kind of contract scandal that rocked NDDC in the past and the concomitant allegations of corruption that followed, there is need for more involvement of the people in the affairs of the Commission. In this regard, the people should make inputs into the needs through town hall meetings. Thereafter, NDDC should be made or mandated to adopt such inputs in its budget. The amended act should make it mandatory for the Commission to execute all the projects coming from the people of the oil-bearing communities. The communities shall also be empowered by law to monitor contracts awarded for projects in their communities and to satisfy the satisfactory execution before final payments are made. I believe that this will greatly reduce sharp practices in the execution of NDDC projects and will reduce corruption as well. In essence, the suggested amendment, which I call NDDC Indigenous Peoples Involvement Amendment Act, is aimed at ensuring the participation of end users of the Commission's fund in the contract protocol to checkmate corrupt practices. I believe that this will go a long way in sanitizing the system. Let me use this opportunity to charge the interim administration of NDDC to be vigilant and not allow any gap in the execution of contracts. Above all, you must continue to do your job. You must continue to ensure that all the policies and programs add real value to the well-being of Niger Delta people, for whom the Commission was set up in the first place. Once again, I want to congratulate Mr. President, President Muhammad Buhari, GCFR, and the federal government of Nigeria, the Niger Delta Commission, for having this befitting headquarters completed. May God bless all of us. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Permit me to invite the uncommon phenomenon of our day, the Supervising Minister of the NDDC and Honorable Minister, Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs, His Excellency.
Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, Your Excellency, the Governor of Imo State, and of course representing the governors of the Niger Delta region, the Deputy Governor of Imo State, the Deputy Leader of the National Assembly, in fact, by implication the Senate, my dear brother, Senator Borofis, His Excellency, the Governor of Yobe State, should be outside, maybe at the tent, and so many other dignitaries, the very distinguished traditional fathers present, including the former Governor of Rivers State, the Spiff, the members of the National Assembly, particularly the two chairmen of the committees who have spoken, Because of time, I do know that Senator Abe and so many others, including our brother Jasper Jumbo and so many, have a lot to say, but of course, including my sister Ange Briggs, we have the tents outside. We will go and do the necessary speeches there. But this one is a bit tight, so I have just a few minutes. And we have a lot of people from outside who came to join us in the joy of today. It's a great pleasure for me as a minister to officially welcome you all to the commissioning of this corporate headquarters complex of the Niger Delta Development Commission. It is indeed another milestone which evidences the commitment of Mr. President towards the development of Nigeria, particularly the Niger Delta region. So I'm grateful to Almighty God for making this day a reality. And I welcome you all, the governors, of course, the ministers, the traditional fathers, my dear brother, the Minister of State, Senator Tayola Shodura, the permanent secretaries, and all the youth leaders who are here from across the Niger Delta region in their numbers, both inside and outside in the tents. It could be recalled that the edifice we are commissioning today, started by us, started so many years ago, so I won't mention that. I won't mention the fact that it started about 26 years ago. Neither will I mention the fact that I was the first, I happen to be the first minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, in fact the first person from the presidency to visit this edifice since 1996. That day I came with the former administrator, the former managing director, Mrs. Enya Akwaga. She's here. And the few staff I met on ground, they told me, sir, you are the first person that, and then you are they told her, madam, you are the first MD since 1996 to be here. No MD had ever visited this place. The place was waterlogged, it was swampy and all that. And I went back and reported to the National Assembly members that we have a job to do. I reported to Mr. President, and he gave matching orders that they must move from where they were paying rent to this place, and then to the glory of God, we have achieved that. May I even mention the fact that, to my greatest shock, for over 15 years, Senator Abu Ibrahim and all the other distinguished leaders of the North who are here to witness this occasion, what has befallen the NDDC will never happen to Northeast Development Commission. That is why I'm happy you all came in your numbers to see this day. Do you know that even the head office they were using on a rented platform, they did not connect it to the national grid for over 15 years so that they can give us contracts of diesel. So that became a different racket on its own. And as a matter of fact, we have connected it to the national grid, even though we are going to hand over to the owners. I want to thank the President for the love he has for the Niger Delta region. And to say that, Mr. President, this is a monument that will stand to remember you in history positively. The East-West Road that you are committed to completing started in 2006. But together we have pledged that by this time next year, you also commission section 1 to 4, which is from Efurum, Warri area, all the way to Oron, and the good people of Niger Delta will also be grateful to you. Generations will never forget you, Mr. President. So for me, I don't want you to listen to what is on the social media. Because when you started the construction of the second Niger Bridge, some people said, why are they making noise? Is he the one that discovered bridge making? And others have forgotten that since 1960, the second Niger Bridge had always been on the drawing board. You took it out of the drawing board, and very soon we are going to see a second Niger Bridge. As I speak to you now, between Ogoni and Akwa Ibom in Ikorabasi, we have used only one bridge for the past 16 years. But as I'm speaking now, by next week or thereabout, or by April this year, we are going to commission the second bridge done by RCC to the glory of God for the benefit of the people of Niger Delta. And we are redesigning the whole of Eleme Junction with intersection and flyover. By the time we are through with this region, you will not recognize the Niger Delta again. And kudos to Mr. President. Let me say that you have undertaken so many projects that were abandoned by previous governments. You are not shying away from it because of the love you have for Nigeria. Even when people are talking about Lagos-Ibadan railway line, they talk about maybe Lagos, Kano, Maiduguri, and all that. And we have just recently done the groundbreaking ceremony for Bonny rail line across Southeast all the way down to Maiduguri. All these projects are meant for the future generation of Nigerians. Mr. President, I get a bit emotional when I watch the fact that it has taken you to come and liberate us infrastructurally. And taking cognizance of the fact that these things are being done in a period of pandemic when many countries cannot pay salaries. I think if nobody can praise you, God Almighty will praise you by giving you strength of character and giving you long life and helping the rest of us who are committed to your vision, to helping you to realize your dream for Nigeria. I know that time is not there, but I want to thank the interim administrator, my brother Effiong Okwai, and the past interim management committees. Members have mentioned the former managing director, who was in acting capacity for the commitment, because when I came here and I said, we must do this, they doubted me, but working day and night, we have been able to achieve it. I know that yes, indeed, the Niger Delta region is in dire need of development. I know that the Lebele people in Bayelsa State, their Bailey Bridge collapsed many years ago, and they are using canoes to look for drinking water. I know that they're going to clean up. That was on paper. It's now a reality, and it's undergoing. And very soon, the Ogoni people will have clean drinking water. I do know that the people who are now on amnesty program, we will not want adult delinquency in future. Very soon, we have to plan for the post-amnesty initiative by ensuring that NDDC partners with reputable organizations to build industries and bring small and medium-scale industries to this region to employ our children. Thousands of children blocked me at the hotel when I was leaving this morning. And what are they looking for? Maybe stipends. I was in tears because they would not have done what they did today if they had jobs to do. So, Your Royal Majesties, the region must cooperate with this administration to move forward. There is no need for people to have the paraphernalia of security. You have the police, you have the SSS, you have all. And those are the ones that help you to sleep in the night. And then you come out and say the presidency is deceiving people. Without even the president, you can't sleep, even if you are a governor. Some of them have not asked themselves, what have we done with the 13% derivation? But yet, they will open their mouth and talk about the presidency in very demeaning terms. I want Mr. President to ignore those things. Yes, Effiong Okwai, you would not have been here because they were able to penetrate the system. Even the Code of Conduct Bureau invited you today to appear today. When we fixed 25th of February for the first commissioning, they invited him on that same 25th. Is it not ourselves that are killing ourselves? Niger Delta people, why can't we realize that petition writing and destructive tendencies, Senator Gumel, those are the things bringing down the region. It's not outsiders that came to destroy this place. Trillions have been spent, but nothing has been seen on ground. When the Akwa Ibom was created out of Cross River State, when I became a governor, I saw something terrible. The asset sharing was totally inadequate because they left the infrastructure in Cross River State and brought petition writers to Akwa Ibom. We must revisit that asset sharing so that we can return some of the petition writers to Cross River State in order to balance the situation. Unfortunately, as Minister of Niger Delta, I've come to see that it perfects the entirety of Niger Delta. God Almighty will help us. May God bless Mr. President for this edifice. This complex will improve the lives of the people of Niger Delta. The ancillary building is going to be for commercial purpose. It has a place for hospital. It has a place for banking. It has a place for banqueting. It has a place for restaurant, for outsiders and all that. And then this place with 13 floors with multiple lifts and all that. This is where it should be. Even if the United Nations Secretary General comes here today, he will have respect for Niger Delta. God bless all of you for listening. And may God bless Mr. President for this. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you very much. Now, please put our hands together for the Honorable Minister. Your Excellency, Mr. President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we will have a virtual tour of this very magnificent building, and in a few seconds from now, we will be looking at this 30-story building. Please sit down, let's be quiet and watch this video. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, it is now my rare privilege to invite Mr. Integrity, the man who loves infrastructure, the man who loves Nigeria, the man who loves the Niger Delta region and other regions in the country, the man who has made this edifice possible, in front of your subordinates, in front of your governors, including the APC chairman in Nigeria, my dear brother, the governor of Yobe State, who is seated alongside his other brother governors and National Assembly members and honorable ministers and traditional fathers. Mr. President, it is now your turn to make your remarks after watching what you have done and thereafter commission the building. It's my privilege, sir, to call on you, Mr. President. Thank you, sir.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Imo State, the Chairman, Senate Committee on NDDC, and the other members of the National Assembly, Secretary of the Government of the Federation, the Chief of Staff, Honorable Minister of Niger Delta, and the other ministers present, Acting Managing Director and members of NDDC, our royal fathers and community leaders, senior government officials, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I'm very delighted to formally commission the Niger Delta Development Commission headquarters building here in Port Harcourt. Today marks an important milestone in the history of our administration's efforts to reposition the Niger Delta Development Commission for the overall development of the Niger Delta region. The building we are about to commission today started in the year 1996 by way of land acquisition during the days of the old Mineral Producing Area Development Commission, UMPADEC. Since then, the project went through a series of design amendments and was eventually abandoned. In 2015, as part of our administration's cardinal objectives, were embarked upon, part of which was a holistic reform of the NDDC for greater service delivery for the people of the region. To achieve this, I reassigned the supervision of the NDDC to the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs for administrative efficiency. Second, for the appointment of forensic auditors to review the operations of the Commission from inception to 2019 and to ensure that the appropriations made to the NNDC are commensurate with what is on the ground. I therefore use this opportunity to commend the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs, Senator GODSWILL AKPABIO, for providing the required leadership that saw to the completion of this office. Today, we are handing over to the people of Niger Delta a befitting head office complex for present and future use. Consequently, huge yearly rentals will now be saved and deployed to other areas of needs in the region. I commend the management and staff of NDDC for staying the course and keying into the reform agenda of our administration. I am particularly pleased to note the cordial relationship between the NDDC and the National Assembly, and hope that this relationship will be strengthened further for the benefit of the people of the Niger Delta region. It is my honor and privilege to commission these beautiful edifices, the 13-story twin office towers, and the additional 4-story ancillary building, and hereby direct the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs to cut the tape and unveil the plaque. Thank you, and God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Shall we rise for the national anthem, please?
Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the interim administrator will lead with the Honorable Minister of Niger Delta Affairs for the unveiling of the plaque and cutting of the tape as directed by Mr. President. After which there will be a tour, a guided tour of this building by the Honorable Minister and a few of the persons that have been detailed to be on that tour. Let me also announce to all of us here present that please, if you are not detailed to be on that guided tour, you will sit at the canopy outside, or you join us to continue to sit down here for the refreshments and other issues connected thereto. Thank you very much for your patience. We thank you for coming to stay with us. We thank God and we pray that the Almighty God will lead all of us back to our various destinations. Please, is the unveiling and cutting of the tape on behalf of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as mandated by himself, that the Minister of the Niger Delta will do that assignment on his behalf. So after that, please take notice that it's only those that are on the entourage that have been assigned to follow for the guided tour that will be there. Thank you.
Sammy, bring the volume down a little. Delay outside. Thank you.
Hello?
Development Commission NDDC headquarters complex, the foundation of which was laid in 1994, is commissioned by my humble self on behalf of Mr. President, His Excellency President Muhammadu Buhari, GCFR President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, this day Thursday, 11th March 2020, to the glory of God.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Watam group, thank you for that very beautiful display. The group who just enjoyed now is the Watam of Eastern Obolo. We will please put our hands together for them for that very wonderful display. Thank you very much. take the ones you have on as
just to keep credibility of our ethics.
Please get ready. We will also invite our guests to please come and sit down. Only the few persons that are on the list of the representative of Mr. President for the guided tour are doing the guided tour. So we will advise that all other of our guests should please sit down and enjoy the cultural displays. We have enough seats that will accommodate everybody. Come into the tent and sit down so we can enjoy the cultural displays. These are the things for which the Niger Delta is known, and they have prepared for this event. So it will be good that we all sit down and watch them. While the Kemini Cultural Group is getting ready, let's invite the Obongo dance of Rumoru Obakiri. Are they ready? You are ready, please. Let's have your dance. The Obongo dance group of Obakiri. Please, if you are ready, come now. Please, the Obongo dance group is the next to display now. I'm sure they are ready. We are waiting for you, please. This is the Obongo dance group of Rumoru Obakiri.
Owa ida da owe, awa turu da we owe, owa
Thank you very much. The Obangugu Dance Group of Room Obakiri, thank you very much. Thank you for this very beautiful performance. Thank you for this brilliant performance. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This is Channels Television. You've been watching the official commissioning of the new NDDC headquarters complex in Port Harcourt, the River State capital, done virtually by President Muhammadu Buhari. That's how far we can go with that program for today. We now go back to our regular programming, and up next is Tech Trends.